Oh boy. Good morning. Welcome to brunch. We had some technical difficulties as we seem to always have with stream elements because they hate me or something. But we have it all figured out. We are good to go now. Um, and it seems like my one window popped down because of course it did. Good morning to everybody. I am excited for brunch today. It is the first day of the holiday season. My wife and I set up our tree yesterday. We are going to decorate it tonight. Before we get into brunch, I want to share a very quick story because I forgot to share this on Black Friday because it just tickled me pink. My wife and we hosted Thanksgiving for the first time. We have always had a table, a black IKEA table, but no chairs. We got rid of our IKEA chairs years ago. So we couldn't host, and anytime her family came over, they would bring over fold-out chairs. And this year I bit the bullet. We bought a new dining room set. We hosted Thanksgiving. Her parents came over. Her mom brought pie. Her mom brought the turkey. We had to do all the sides. So, and we have a small kitchen, a very, very small kitchen. So all morning, I'm helping my wife in the kitchen. We are making baked mac and cheese. We are making this garlic brown buttered mashed potatoes that were very divisive on Friday. We were making a green bean casserole, which has never been a thing at Thanksgiving at my house. We did, for some reason, she made a single sweet potato, one, and nobody ate it. We made a few other things that I can't remember because I didn't eat that much. And the whole morning, she's telling me as we're going back and forth in the kitchen, she's going, "Oh man, I wish we had another burner. I wish we had another burner. I wish we had another burner." Every 45 minutes, just, "I wish we had another burner. I wish we had another burner. Oh, this is so stressful." So we get to the end of cooking, and I realize that all of the dishes are done except our one Dutch oven is sitting there in the back burner, still on. It is filled to the brim with water and oranges and apples. And in my head, I'm like, oh, this must be some sauce or something that she's brewing. And I turn to my wife and I say, hey, well, what about that thing? Right? Like, or what do we have to do with that thing? And apparently it's a thing where people just cook things for the smell. And so our kitchen smelled like apple, and our kitchen smelled like cinnamon, and our kitchen smelled like orange, and it smelled lovely. But this entire time, we could have had four burners, and it could have made my life easier, and it could have made her life easier. But she prioritized the smell of the kitchen, smelling like oranges and apples, instead of it just smelling like cinnamon and Thanksgiving anyway. All in the name of, I don't know, ambiance, I guess. So that was an interesting little tidbit from my Thanksgiving. I'm still making fun of her for it. And she's starting to get very, very, very annoyed by me making fun of her for it. But I've learned something, I guess, on Thanksgiving. All right, let's see what we got going here. My game, there it is. We are good to go. Priorities, man. Yeah. Apparently for her, instead of making both of our lives easier, we had to make sure that everything smelled really nicely. We've got TB coming up today. We have Conquest coming up today. My Conquest is done, so it's just shooting the shit and running battles on auto and explaining to people why I'm running them on auto instead of simming them. So we're going to see what's going to happen. RTB, my guild, I don't know what the fuck went wrong this TB. Everything went wrong. My other TB guy, he got held up doing something, so he could not deploy one phase, so we lost the star. Oh, fuck you, Xander. Let me tell the story first, and then I will drop down and give you however many push-ups I can do. Right as I was about to take my sip of coffee. So we lost a star, which I'm not upset about. It's 43 versus 44. Yesterday, somebody else forgot to deploy because they thought they deployed, but then they were driving somewhere and we couldn't get a hold of them because they were driving, but they thought they deployed. And today, I guess somebody messed up a platoon on Vandor, which is Night Sister Initiate. And I would cover it myself, but I have done about 10 R9s in the last week. I am completely tapped out. I would really have to push into my gear reserves to be able to do this. I don't even know if I have the signal data to do it right now because of how much signal data I have done. But based on what I'm seeing, I think we should be okay. What I am going to do, just to be careful, is I am going to find Night Sister Initiate. And I'm going to make sure Initiate gets platooned to this area here so that I can do that later if I 100% have to. And those of you on YouTube who are going to be confused in about a minute, we have our YouTube redemption. Xander loves to make me do push-ups. Our goal here is drop and give me how many I can do in the morning. So we're going to do that. Give guild officers the ability to auto set operations and deploys. To some extent, I sort of agree with that, but I also, to the same extent, I don't agree with it because, I do feel like the guild should be able to do things. One thing that I do think, though, is that in the last hour of a TB phase, you should be able to shotgun deploy everything, right? And what that basically means is you can just shotgun deploy it all to one planet and go from there, and whatever is kind of like as a last ditch effort. But anyway, we do have to adjust the camera down to my floor. I guess I have to use this camera. We have push-ups that need to be done. Screw you, Xander. Glad I'm wearing pants this morning. Let's see what we can do. Oh, God. Damn. I am slacking. I need to do push-ups more often. I am down to 25. I used to be doing 50 to 75. Holy shit. Damn. I need to keep doing push-ups. I need to do them more often. Got to get back into push-up shape. Ooh. Okay, there we go. We are on to TB. Kimmy, that's not a bad idea. I would need a shelving for the sterno, but we've done sterno stuff at the house before, or at our old apartment. And if my old apartment can do it, the house is a little bit bigger. If someone joined the stream now, they could have been surprised. Yeah, hey, listen, you got to watch my assets in my pajama pants. Some people pay big money for that. Xander paid 25,000 points. Let's see what we can do for TB. I'm really shitting the bed this TB. We had a new user join us, a new guild member, Lady Tano, who is just fucking killing it in TB. She came in like a fucking wrecking ball and was like, oh, I'm the queen. I'm amazing at TB. I'm a TB whore. And she has really, really killed it. Where are my completed waves? Oh, there she is. 161 waves. And her guild was a casual guild. So she didn't even have like R9 teams. And she just blew me out of the fucking water. I haven't done today's waves, but like, holy shit. From what I understand, she had all of the little teams. She had Geo, she had Phoenix, everything that is kind of whatever in earlier days. She has Wookiees. Fucking power to her. Like, goddamn. Let's see what we can do to catch up. To all of you that joined during push-up time, good morning. Larry, good morning. Thank you for the beer, by the way, on Friday. I appreciated it. Morning, Snorlax. User. Mr. Storm, who's making me look sexy as ever. Making me feel sexy at almost 40 years old, which is really all you need. All right, let's go from there. My guild, I think we're going to hit 45, 46 after the holidays because everybody, with these new TB changes, everybody has been on top of, like, doing new R9s and shit. Nice. Very nice. All that matters is progress, man. As long as a guild is making progress, like, great. Do I have anything on my wish list for Cyber Monday? Honestly, no. My wife, we went out to lunch yesterday. She asked me what I wanted for Christmas. I'm very much a, you know, like, if I want it, I'm gonna buy it kind of person, and it's very rare that I want something. What I've asked from her is I had asked if she could get me more clothing, and the vibe that I told her is that I really want to go for, I still like casual, but I don't want to dress like I'm 20. So like upscale casual wear. If one of those robot litter boxes goes on sale on Cyber Monday, I might get it for her for Christmas. She is the one that brought cats into our house. I never would have brought cats into my house. But she has been complaining about cleaning the litter box. I can't do it. My pulmonologist has banned me from litter box duty unless my wife is away. He says that my cats are actively killing me and my lungs. Get back to those push-ups. We're gonna see. If more people start redeeming those, maybe I'll be able to do more push-ups. 5-star profundity. I know, but Snorlax, you're gonna be hitting for prestige. Especially if you're gonna be doing that Leviathan thing we talked about. I wouldn't mind a new webcam as well. I bought a cheap one when we first started streaming. We've upgraded the mic. I'd like to upgrade the webcam. Yeah, well, Xander, that's kind of par for course, right? Everybody kind of just ignores Egnards and his advice. I have done a few new things. So day 6 is a little bit more interesting now. We have our Gungans team. All right, so we're going to bring our Gungans team in first. You're going to notice a lot more battles going on in day 6. Because Egnards is love and wanted to keep up with Lady Tano and just started R9ing things. So, Lady Tano, if you're here, props to you. You kicked ass. But I'm still mad at you for making me waste all of my materials. Look, man, if it pays my mortgage, I'll do any kind of streaming. My wife was telling me that on her Quinn platform, which is, I lovingly tell her, is the audio porn platform, that the top the top voice actor makes $20,000 a month, and I was like, holy damn. Kimmy, I am very allergic to cats. When we had one cat, it wasn't bad. When we got the second cat and I went back to the pulmonologist, my doctor basically said to me, you know, your cat is killing you, like actively kill. Fuck. I hate this battle. They just gun after that thing. You tried to recruit her? No. The good TB players know where to go. And it's wherever Phil isn't. This fucking taunt to go off. There we go. This might save our battle. Oh man, I don't know if Nomad told you, STX, but we've got a surprise in store for a future brunch thanks to Nomad, and I am so excited about it. Like, so pumped. Yeah. Bodhi, I thought I didn't have to chase people for 44, and then today was interesting. All right, we're going to try some things now. We have set up some new teams here. We're going to go to the day 5 teams. Rearrange. We have a quad mate team now. Duplicate the tab. We have an L. Oh, no, we don't want to delete that. We have a Jedi Master Mace Windu team. Surprise in store, R10 bundles, $200 for R10. I thought of you when I saw that. I saw it on Reddit user, and I said, oh man, user is gonna have some wet dreams tonight about this. Yeah, STX, I'm super pumped. He went above and beyond. I'm just waiting until it is an appropriate time to share it. But I am like so beyond pumped. I know, but you know what? Here's the thing, man. Oh shit, Jedi Master Mace Windu died while I was typing. It's interesting because Mace Windu, on his own, with no platoons yesterday, did this mission. So I'm surprised that with platoons, he ended up dying. It must have been because I wasn't paying attention, and my TB members were asking me questions that they should already have the answer to. Did we manage to fully clean the kitchen? So we have the one dishwasher, and it takes about 4 hours for the dishwasher to go. So we managed to clean the kitchen, but it took about 36 hours to be able to get all of the dishes clean. All right, well, these guys don't have the greatest mods, so I'm not really that mad. I really do need to invest in better mods for this team. I don't really fully understand why... oh, there's the damage immunity. It's gone. I know, but next time you'll have enough for an extra 2 R9s. All right, let's see if Quad May can do this. If I felt that there was shame in doing this, honestly, I wouldn't be doing things on auto, right? Let's see how this does on auto. It did 0 for me yesterday because I put in Clone Wars Chewie. And Clone Wars Chewie is a scoundrel. So because Clone Wars Chewie is a scoundrel, it wouldn't summon the Handmaiden. it would be probably better without, well, maybe GK just before you get to the Handmaiden. It does mean that the Cup R9 is definitely better. I put in Clone Wars Chewie being like, oh, Clone Wars Chewie is a tank, great. Roster review. Egnards is having a break or taking a shit. Roster reviews. Talking to Meathead what packs he should tell to you. Ooh, to you. He saw inspiration. Life something hurts. Da, 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 da. He'll be the next R9 LSB. Look, and we're coming up, right? It's December, and April 1st is about 5 months away. I will buy every shit tier R9 that comes our way. I will buy every single one. We get an R9 shit tier, it will be purchased. I do not care. R9 is R9. The amount of material save. And you see, like, Cup is useful. I get to throw him in here. I get to use him. He's throwing fucking bombs. I wish, honestly, I wish that they gave Omicrons to some of these shitty characters, even if they were just for TB. Give Cup a TB Omicron. Give Ugnaught a TB Omicron. Yeah, see, Clone Wars Chewie should have gotten an Omicron for the 10-year anniversary. You know, he should have done something. Even if it was for Conquest. I don't care. I would have applied it because it's silly. I love silly things. I might even... I don't really have the crystals to right now, and it doesn't even make sense, but I might soft whale on Buddy Cop Chewbacca. Just because Buddy Cop Chewbacca is so funny to me. Oh, man. Moonborn, why'd you gotta send me this shit now? Oh, hold on. No, it's not with Choda, with Chewbacca. No, it is Buddy Cop Chewbacca. I will die on this hill. Buddy Cop Chewbacca. I guess I could use Leviathan here because I don't have to worry about Mandalore anymore. Assuming this would work. Yeah, I mean, the IG unit is kind of cool just for Afra. Like, Afra having a semi-tank, right? I know EG90 is not the tank, but Afra having some kind of tank is just funny to me. User is a pedantic little bitch. You have to be careful of that storm, man. Some inspiration from life, something arts. No, I'm excited for the chew. I cannot wait. So I have to max him so that right after, the era is over, I can use him because I have to have him. Larry, be well, be safe, man. Oh, roster reviews. I love the use of the egg emojis. I'm a big fan. I used to not spend a lot of money, but then User came into my life, and he holds me at gunpoint and makes me wail on things. Oh, don't you worry. That wailing will come in the future. Once people are acclimated to Conquest, to Coliseum, and once people go, oh, Coliseum's not that bad, they will allow you to buy those honeypots. I promise you. Give it an era or two. Don't worry about a thing. It'll be there. Sorry. I'm trying to also manage on my phone our charity game right now, and somehow I found myself in a top 5 alliance. So now I have to coordinate with people all over the world in 2 games. Things we won't do for charity, right? Well, I've been to K1 before, but oh shit, you know what I didn't do? Oh, fuck. This is the last brunch of the month, so I have to go into the voice chat for any of the members who want to join. I forgot to do that. Oh, shit. I always forget to do that. Where is this on Discord? Da, 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 da. There we go. I think that works. Second tier. I did the second tier of the Era Challenge at level 24, I think it was. Can you buy me Buddy Cop Chewbacca? My wife spends money on stupider things. We were walking through the rich people mall a few days ago because that has the better AMC and I don't have to pay any extra money to go to the AMC. And she stopped at like the Louis Vuitton store and she's like, "Oh my God, this handbag. I love this handbag. Like, it's so amazing. It's this black handbag with like a pearl handle." And I knew that it was out of my price range, but I still looked it up out of curiosity afterwards. Fucking $7,000 handbag. Like, okay, honey, that's never gonna happen for you. I am a teacher, so good luck. With money, Knights of Knee, with money. With money. With more money than I am proud of. Not a ton, but still more money than I am proud of. We do have Lord Vader now. I wonder if... I don't know if he can auto this or not. I have no idea. I'm going to do NS open. Yeah, it was like a $7,000 bag. I was like, LOL. There were some $4,000 bags, and I was like, LOL, that's also not happening. I figured, and I knew it was higher than that. But I also figured, I was like, all right, you know what? For Christmas, if it was like $1,200, I would bite the bullet maybe. And I would cry and not have coffee for 4 months. But you play it auto until it's down to, or you play it on manual until it's down to nest. I don't know which one is the nest battle. Let's find out. Why LV? I took LV last week because, you know what? With the economy changes, I kind of just felt like I have all these materials. Let me take a bunch of characters to R9 because getting to R7 is not that difficult anymore. Oh, I'm not opening no Cartier website. Because then my Facebook feed is going to be all rich people stuff. And I can't afford rich people stuff. Oh, Louis Vuitton. I don't fucking know. Well, LV, Louis Vuitton. I have no idea. We were just walking by the store because, again, we were in the Rich People Mall because the Rich People Mall has the AMC that has a bar. And that's how you know I'm old. And we were walking by because we were there early for our movie. And, oh, I have pirates, too. I forgot about pirates. Well, here's the thing. I need to use Facebook. I've had a Facebook account since I was younger, and Facebook was actually cool. But now with my business, when it comes to advertising as a dojo, having a Facebook account is important because that's where parents are. So I keep my Facebook account pretty much open specifically to post ads more than anything else. But I'll still scroll through my feed every once in a while to see what's out there. But that's how you know it's old. I was reading to my class a few days ago. We were reading Wonder, which is a very good book. And there was a part about the teenage girl in the book. And in the book, the girl is like, oh, there goes Hondo. The girl in the book is a teenager, and she's talking about Facebook, and all of the kids are talking. The girl in the book, the teenager, is talking about how all of the kids in her class are like ignoring her on Facebook, and the kids in my class are like rolling their eyes, like, "Oh my God, Facebook! It's giving me old people." And I had to stop and explain to them that when this book was written, Facebook was very popular with young people. So we'd have like a 10-minute discussion about how Facebook was like the it thing. And totally legitimate for people to be part of. I guess it's hard to auto this part since you have to hit that thing. Is Egnards for real? No. Egnards is fake. Fucking Brutus was going to town. We're just gonna keep ulting. This is actually kind of funny. This is actually super funny. Brutus is just going to town. Oh my God. And SM33 just revives and dies. Oh God. Ooh, pretty. Oh, I gotta change this. Oh, that is beautiful. We gotta change the card on YouTube real quick. Thanks to Moonborn. Oh, that's beautiful. That is so beautiful. Moonborn, he's a fucking genius. He really is. All right. Don't tell him I said that. Let's see. We're gonna go here. This here is given. Let's do. I don't know. Marin and Grand Inquisitor, I guess. Because I don't need my Grand Inquisitor. See, isn't day 6 is not boring anymore. We have like things to do on day 6. We have actual combats. No. I would be very mad if Moonborn sent me any money because Moonborn does all of this stuff for me. Yeah, the thing with the mortgage number is that it's obviously not going to change very often, right? Like, I pay the mortgage once a month, but I do put the extra that I have towards it every month. But user goaded me into putting it there. My wife was surprised yesterday. I told her about it, and she's like, "You did what?" And I was like, "I don't know why it matters that people know that we're in mortgage debt. So is everybody." Oh no, Egnards has a mortgage. Egnards is enslaved to the bank. Yeah, every month. Why wouldn't I pay it every month? I guess I could do it weekly, but I pay enough extra. Noonborn. I call him Moonborn no matter what, and I know his wife's name and I know his kids' names. And when we talk, I tell him, I'm like, I refuse to call your wife by her name. She is Mrs. Moonborn. And if she pops into the background while him and I are playing games, I won't call her by her name. I'm like, "Hi, Mrs. Moonborn." Because that's how we roll. Jabba has indigestion. Well, yes, even the billionaires do, because when you're a billionaire, you can leverage your own. You can leverage your own debt against all of your assets. Even the yes, it'll be updated every time I pay. I usually pay my mortgage around the 15th of the month. My mortgage payment isn't due until the 30th, but I like to pay things early. So about mid-month is when I pay it. Mascot. Jabba needs some Pepto. It's interesting that I didn't even get to ult before this time. It's very interesting. Now, I don't remember who the best guy to kill. I don't remember who it is. Cartel to R9 is not a priority for me. I think that for me, my next TB team is probably going to be Mandalorians to R9 because I can use them on 2 days. And I think being able to use them on 2 days is just more important. But my whole vibe now, especially with this stuff, I have to start thinking about raid teams soon. But I feel like everything R1 to R7 is so much faster than me that I don't really have to worry about that as much. So I am going to be trying to build up more of these teams for day 6, and we'll see where we end up here today, because that'll be nice to know that I didn't completely whiff it against our new TB member. If anyone wants to know what Moonborn actually did change, he sent me he gave us a holiday YouTube card. So now I have changed the YouTube card to something that is more fun and themed for December. And I did that midstream because I know how to do that kind of thing now. Mr. Buse, eggs having a taking a shit. Talking to Meathead, what packs he would send to you. Ooh, ooh. Kick out this guy. We're gonna kick out another guy. There we go. Multitasking. While we're getting this Jabba, it's actually a great time to do multitasking. Let's go. All right. We know that this is a win now, which is nice. It's just annoying that you have to, like, sit here and watch it. Ooh, and he also sent me the beta of another surprise that'll be coming up very soon. Something that'll make Xander a little bit wet. A new intro. A new segment intro. Well, then I'm not going to Hoth anytime soon. Fuck that. I hate these long-ass battles. Like, come on. I mean, I guess the battle isn't supposed to be this long, right? We've just learned how to cheese it, which is fun. Is that with just like a solo Jabba, or is that like with a full Hut Cartel team? Is it good? Is it good, C Squared? I can't listen to it until after brunch. Is it really good? I know C Squared helped develop our new segment intro because he is also a lyrical genius. So I'm really, really excited to hear it and wait for it to be produced. This is why everyone needs... Fuck me. Don't send beer to me. Send beer to Moonborn. He has a buy me a beer page as well. Send him a beer. He's what makes all of my shit look pretty. He does not get enough love. We're gonna have to make Moonborn use both. Your PC client crashed in Coliseum? Fuck. I have not had that happen yet. I know that the ATST screws with the mobile client, but I haven't had it happen with the PC client. Moonborn is awesome. Moonborn, oh my god, he needs all of the love. And I remember where well, like I started in a shitty place too, but he started in a very basic place too. We didn't even know each other. And he has come a long, long way, and I have come a long way, and he deserves all of the love that he gets. All right, let's see. I want to see where my guild is in terms of over and underage right now so that we can decide on whether I can even do Malachor. 730 minus 672, so I need 58 there. Plus 730 minus 401. So I need 387 minus 329. We're still at a negative 58. I don't know if it's crashed for me on the PC client, though, user. It's crashed for me when I tried on the mobile client. But I don't remember it crashing on the PC client. We still need 58. Let's see where I ended up. Because I mean, actually never really done Malachor battle, which kind of sucks. I mean, I don't really have a cohesive team for it anyway. But I have ended up... Wow, Uncle Rummy has beaten me. I got to 141 waves, which is actually still nice. It is a new max for me, 141. Lady Tano kicked my ass, like just completely dominated me with 161 waves. It is insane to me that happened. But hey, you know what? I can't be the best at everything all the time. And she did awesome. So, Lady Tano, if you're listening, you kicked ass, and I'm gunning for you. I don't want to do phase 2 or phase 1 next time, but I know I'm gonna have to get a Geo team. I know I'm gonna have to get a Phoenix team. Knights, tips for this boss. Honestly, on this boss specifically, here is what I do. I go in, I set Stormtrooper Luke, and I hit auto. And I just let Stormtrooper Luke do his shit, and I hope for the best. The only two bosses that I don't typically hit auto on are the Zepho guys and the Twofer guys, the two Zillow beasts. Those guys, I generally let them sit as they are. I've found that usually it does tend to see, these things take so many turns in a row that it's oh, yay. So I'm guaranteed the dogs, yeah, the two dogs. The dogs I usually do not auto because you have to hit them a certain way. There's just so much RNG on these battles. in terms of like who the enemy hits. And if they hit the wrong guy, then you're like, all right, well, there goes my entire friggin' attempt. You're up to level 24 free. Do you mean free as in no crystal spend? Or just or free as in like no spend at all? All right. No money. So a couple crystals. I mean, that sounds about right. Owie. Hopefully I stay at that level. Let us go to our guild activity store. Pum-pum-pum-pum. Must buy impulse detectors. Pum-pum-pum-pum. I need Zimbiddle crystals. Rum-pum-pum-pum. 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 I'll never need circuit boards again. Pum-pum-pum. I have so many, but these MK3 hollows, I need them to come around more. Rum-pum-pum-pum. Rum-pum-pum-pum. Let's get some mods. No, I don't want that mod. Some MK3, I don't need that. Buy ourselves some of this stuff. I am actually super low on G12 gear right now because I've had to burn some of it on all of these R9s. What are... Oh, I already did that today. Oh, let's see if I can do this today. No, Electriums are not a new bottleneck. I disagree with that wholeheartedly. Electriums you get from MK2s. I will never run out of Electriums ever again. Electriums used to be my bottleneck. Electriums used to be a hard bottleneck for me. Now they are not. Okay, that was fun. I will, like, my MK2 is going specifically, like, from now on, MK2, Zimbiddles, Electriums, constantly. Like, you might feel it short term while you're relicking a lot, but all of your MK2 should be going to Electriums and Zimbiddles. And when we talk about G12 gear, you know, free to play with the new era system, you are going to be able to get characters to at least G12. And I find that as a late game player anyway, I can keep up on G12 just from the Shard Shop store, to be completely honest. STX, you're a Nomads Guild, so you should be pretty end game. And if you are fairly end game, I don't know why you're spending G12 gear from the guild store, right? Because you can do here from your, where is it? The guild event store. My MK2 is what I use to top off my G12 because I don't need Chirotech anymore. All right, I'm farming it a little bit for Droid Brains, but I'm not spending it on Droid Brains. I'm using it here, and my MK3 now is only going to R8 and R9 materials. User ECs are a bottleneck for you specifically because you have a black American Express card and you are relicking 40,000 things a week, right? I will never, ever need to buy Electrium conductors ever again. Ever. It's never going to happen. Okay. We got to go into Conquest. It is Conquest time. That actually took a while. We're at an hour and 1 minute. That's kind of nice. Look at that. I do need some actual datacrons, so we're going to head on over here to get some actual datacrons. Because I have 2. I can't even roll more if I wanted to. So we're going to hope that we get a few datacrons here. So that I can go back to level 4. No, because fuck you, that's why. Maybe we'll try again. Yeah, I don't see a world in which I'm ever getting Electrums ever again. I do have this new system that I'm going to start working on in terms of my relicking. And that'll kind of like edge over after I'm done relic 9ing crazy things just for the hell of it. Okay, we got 1. Nice. Gotta go in. I'd like to get at least 3 or 4 before I start hitting that other node. That would give me something to work with. Yeah, look, Xander, I said it, man. I am edging with my new system. You heard it here first. Egnards is edging. He is edging his datacrons. It's nice that I don't like have to do anything on day 7. Didn't have to do anything on day 6 either. It makes Conquest so much easier. Still, we're at 2 datacrons. Whatever. Keywords keeping me from... Caracol's sitting there lurking, and now he's like, oh, he said sexual words. Yes. My wife asked me an interesting question yesterday, thinking of you, Caracol. Not that she was thinking of you, but she said if she had heard on a podcast a question and we were out to lunch, and she had said to me, if out of each of your 5 fingers on one hand, you could have an unlimited amount of a liquid and use it at any time, what liquids would they be? Liquids or condiments is what she had specified. And I had thought of you because 1 for me was obviously water, just because then I wouldn't have to get my ass out of bed when I'm thirsty. 2 was just a very, very hot sauce, just the hottest fucking sauce imaginable, so that I never have to complain about not having a hot enough sauce. And that's where I thought about you. Because I know you hate hot sauce. Moonborn isn't even on retainer. Moonborn and I, Moonborn, he thinks of shit before I do. But I do love these segment intros, and they're so fun. They're so exciting. They're silly. So if you are down to continue helping us write them as we come up with more segments, I do have another segment that we want to do. So I'll fill you in on that one because I want to keep it secret here. You'd only have 4 fingers that you could suck on, Caracol. Oh my god. Okay, I guess I gotta do maybe CLS. Let's try to get at least 1 more datacron before I... Chewbacca looks weird. I always... Oh, there he is. Look, I don't judge here. We do not kink shame here. I don't care what your kink is.
We're certainly lucky that you're on.
Me. I'll let you know what finger it is, baby. Come on. Datacron. Come on. I have so much Datacron currency. I don't need Datacron currency right now. I just need another Datacron.
My goodness, your skills are pretty.
Look, STX, man. Yeah, I think you're just, that's for now, right? Like, for now, you feel that crunch because you were behind. You're catching up. You're almost there. Well, then I guess I will shame your kink, you slutty little whore. I have maxed my Swugga credit card and I have little dopamine to show for it. Yeah, that's kind of the thing. And this is what I said to CG when I was talking to them last week, as I was like, you know, spending fuck you. Spending my money should give me enough of a dopamine hit where I want to spend more money. And Coliseum does not make me want to spend more money. It's so limiting right now that I go, oh, okay, I didn't get anything that I want. This sucks. And then I get mad, and then I don't spend more money on it. And that's not good for them. They don't want that. Okay, we got a Datacron. I wish I had a Swugga credit card. I wish I made enough money that I would have to make Egg Corp a business so that I could be like Arnold and I could subsidize or write off my Swugga expenses. If I have to do that, Egg Corp would be the name of the business, by the way, because just like Egnards was my Star Wars Galaxies name back when I played Star Wars Galaxies. Back then, right before I quit the game, I started a weaponsmith, and I had so much fun as my weaponsmith. And my business was called Egg Corp. And I would sell high-end custom weapons to people out of my egg mall. So it would definitely be called Egg Corp. As for DC drop rates, I cannot confirm if they are the same every single... you know, CG has never said it's the same every single section. But we did track it for about 4 cycles, and it was about 18% for all 4 of those cycles. So it seems to be about 18% consistently. Clash of Clans. No, I did not play the Star Wars Clash of Clans clone. But I did play Galaxies, and Galaxies, I'm telling you guys, for those of you that did not play Galaxies, I know you can emulate it now. I understand that there is emulators for Star Wars Galaxies. I understand that. But it's not the same because it's not thousands upon thousands of players. There has, in the 22 years since that game has come out, never been a crafting system in a video game that matches the crafting system in Star Wars Galaxies. No game has even come close to how insane the crafting system was in that game. And it's so hard to explain to people. You cannot accurately explain to people what the crafting system was like in that game. It is just that crazy. Like it's just I try to explain it to people, but it's so in depth, it's so crazy, it's so interesting. Like I don't have a way to explain it. I literally do not. It's and it was so awesome, man. It was so amazing. The big problem with Star Wars Galaxies is they wanted to make it such a sandbox, but they didn't give you enough tools to do that, right? Like they were like, go have some fun on your own. But they didn't give us the tools to really craft those stories the way that we wanted to. If they had given us more of those tools and they had really invested in that, that game would have gone further. And I actually think, and I said this on Reddit like 2 years ago, and some people agreed, some people didn't. I think that Star Wars Galaxies could work now if they changed it from massive multiplayer game into survival game, right? If you turned it into a Star Wars like Ark or Star Wars Age of Conan, or like Star Wars The Forest, you could make Star Wars Galaxies work now. Oh my God, that game was, fuck, it was so good for its time period. Xander, you could go around fighting shit in Star Wars Galaxies, which I did for a while, and I leveled every profession, and I got my Jedi slot. And when I first started playing, Jedi were permakill. You killed a Jedi 3 times, that Jedi had to start over, right? And then they got rid of that because people got all upset. But it was there for a while. So me and my buddy, we would wake up at 3 in the morning to level our Jedi on Dathomir. 3 in the fucking morning so that it was dead. And then like bounty hunters would chase after you and you'd be going back and forth between the shuttles trying to find a shuttle that was actually pretty close to launching so that you could get back to your house. Oh, it was insane. But before I quit, I was a weapons. You could be a crafter and spend 4 hours a day in game just crafting shit and talking to people and doing business deals with people. It was so fucking good. It was just too different for the time. And now there is an entire genre of games that is what Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes was. Just on a little bit of a smaller scale. My God, that game. A pet. You could be a creature handler. And as a creature handler, man, you could have like 4 different pets following you. You could have, if you were an Imperial, you could have ATSTs following you. Dude, Adis, I don't know what server you played on. I played on Tarkinus. And on Tarkinus, the specific steel you needed for the T-21 rifles did not spawn on our server for a whole year. My server was the only server in the entire game that did not have the best rifle in the game because the steel just did not spawn. Because every week the spawns were random. So all of our riflemen on our server were like using the second best rifle because you could not get the T-21. Or the T-11, whatever the rifle is called. The only reason I remember my server is because after we left Star Wars Galaxies, the entire server went to Warhammer, to World of Warcraft. Or like, like the people who were big on the server and were known on the server. And we started a guild called Tarkinus Legion. And I played in Tarkinus Legion for 2 years. You could be Knights of Ni. There was a Masters of Terraskazi, so you could be a shirtless monk just flying around hitting and punching people, and you could spec in like shotguns or carbines, and you could be like punching people and then shooting them in the face with a carbine. So if you wanted to be Danny Trejo, you could. You could be a dancer. You could sit in cantinas all day dancing as like a dance healer. Like just talking to people. It was so, you could be an architect. It was so crazy, this game. I was a ranger for a while, and you could build these giant camps. So when you guys were hunting like crate dragons and you needed to rest, you could plop down a camp, and you had like spawns, and it had like vendors, and it was like a cool little place to sit down. You had player cities. Oh my god, I missed that game so much. Yeah, and people would go out to your malls and like you'd go on the forums and you'd promote your business. So I had like a little Egg Corp logo. Oh my god, I missed that game so much. So damn much. This is now a Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes stream. Or a Star Wars Galaxy stream. And again, like I know that there are emulated servers. I miss the game so much, but I don't have the time to dedicate to that kind of shit anymore. But god, did I love it. So much fun. Yeah, I only did high-end weapons. So I would, when I was quitting the game and I just wanted to craft stuff, I would contract with like sword masters, and they would sell me their boss loot so that I could make super high-end weapons for people. Star Wars The Old Republic, it's a WoW clone. You know, I played The Old Republic for a little while, and it's a fine game, but it's a new age MMO. It's very new age. It's very like it had a great story. But it was still, it's very like, go here, do this, level your guy, do the raids. But by the time I got, because I was so Star Horse. You know, it's really funny, Sin. I don't know if you heard this on one of my previous streams. By the time I got to, by the time that I got to Star Wars The Old Republic, I had played EverQuest. I had played Final Fantasy XI. I had played World of Warcraft. I had played the Warhammer game. I was starting to get burnt out on MMOs. So when I played The Old Republic, I started a guild called Sexy Pillow Fights. Our guild was Sexy Pillow Fights. It was just there to have fun. We did a little bit of raiding, but like it was all super casual. And I was right past college at this time, and we did this thing every Tuesday night. Was called Pantsless PvP night, and we would all log in Tuesday night. I never wore pants. I don't know if other people did, but we'd all log in on Tuesday night. We'd get drunk, and we would pop in Ventrilo, and we would chat on Ventrilo while doing PvP, and it was super fun. Were the company happy with the sponsor stream? I don't know. I have no idea if they were happy with the sponsored stream. But speaking of the sponsored stream, guys, as we're saying this here, and I will post it onto YouTube, just as a reminder to people, every holiday season, we start a sponsored game to raise money for charity. All money raised goes to Child's Play. Right? Once we get that money in about 4 to 6 weeks, I send it off to Child's Play. On Discord, I post it. I show the proof. I show the receipts. It's a city builder. City builders are tough. I know they can be tough, but we have a great guild. We're in like the top 5 guilds on our server. If you want to come join us, come play with us. It's fun to play together. But also, if you click this link, and you just like download the game and play for 5 minutes, it adds $6 to our sponsored amount. And there are 30 more slots for literally just installing the game on your phone. You install it, you open it, you play for 5 minutes. So even if you're like, screw you, I don't want to play a city builder, that's fine. But for charity, click it, install the game. Play it for 5 minutes. That's $6 to charity. My favorite charity. Child's Play is very special to me. But I think, you know, for a shitty game, we're having fun playing it. I'd like to think we're having fun playing. And once the sponsorship is over, we are going to, like, just destroy guilds and have, like, open-faced war for a few days. $100% goes to Child's Play. We do it every holiday season. Last year we raised $1,400 to LA Relief, and we raised another $1,100 for Child's Play. You get to play with people that you don't normally get to play with. You get to play with people that, like, oh, I guess I need to change my team. Child's Play, they are since they started. I'm not even a Penny Arcade fan. I don't think the webcomic is bad. I don't really watch or look at webcomics, and I never really have. But I have always respected Penny Arcade for how they reacted to the Jack Thompson stupid violent video games bullshit by bringing in like this major charity and making it so awesome. I agree, man. You know, there's a lot of money that goes to like research and everything. I don't think my $1,000 is going to help research much, but if that $1,000 can buy toys for those kids and they can have a childhood even in a hospital and they can have some fun and that can lift their spirits, fuck, I'm gonna do it every single time. Every fucking time. If you are playing, though, just so you know, if you are playing, we are on server 304. A new server 305 opened up. So you'll be put into 305. But what you can do when you log into the game is you can log into the game. You can click on your avatar. You click on settings. You go to manage character. You go to create new character. And you create a new character on 304 if you want to play with us. I know M3. I got no vitamin D today. I do need to make a doctor appointment so that I can get that back going. I know. I am very well aware. Vitamin doctor. Yeah, I mean, listen, I know I can go to the store and just get vitamin D, but I need to get a physical anyway. And they give me like this big vitamin D thing that has like, it's slow release over the week. Oh, I got one more refresh left. What do we put in? Let's see how pirates do here. Do kicks because he's support. Oh yeah? I gotta look at that. I'll look into that. I need to go to a doctor anyway. It's been over a year. I'm getting older. Shit is happening. I need to, like, be like, hey, doc, am I okay? Am I dying? Please help me. But I'll look into that. Slow release of D. Every kid begins with D. Which isn't accurate anymore, actually. I'm excited for tomorrow when I can just sim these battles. Dude, you joke, man, but listen, both of my parents passed away from cancer. My grandmother just recently passed away, not from it, but she had a brain tumor years ago. Like, I probably should get a colonoscopy sooner rather than later. Not prostate cancer, but cancer. And I was reading some statistics recently, and I found it interesting that basically, like, colon cancer is basically an inevitability, and most men end up getting it. But the hope is that you get it so late in life that it's not what is going to end up killing you. Yeah. The only problem is that getting a colonoscopy before the recommended age is not considered preventative. It's considered optional, and not all insurance covers that. Why can't I sim them now, Herman? I can, but I want to make you some content, and I want to chat with you, right? So while I can sim these now, this is my favorite time of brunch because I get to just talk with people, right? I get to hang out with people. I get to just be like, hey, let's chat, and I don't have to focus, because right after this we do roster reviews, and during roster reviews right after roster review, or when we get to roster reviews, I can't chat as much because I have to talk really fast about people's specific rosters. So this is chatting time. Yeah, and with cancer basically being prevalent in my family, like, it is something that I need to go after. I think it's 40 in the US. 40 is when it starts becoming preventative care, I believe. I believe it's 40. Unless you are predisposed, and because nobody in my family has died of that specifically. I made you some content. Yeah, especially city builders. The thing is, last year I found a doctor I was comfortable with. Well, he was a an RN, but I liked him. You know, I live in a fairly conservative area of New Jersey, and we're not talking politics, but there are some doctor-related stuff when it comes to conservative. And he was more my speed, and I understood me very well. And I liked him, and I really felt that we clicked. But I think he has moved somewhere else, and I have no idea where he has moved. So now it's about finding another new person. We don't need facts here. Come on. The only facts that we need are math. Or meth. One of the two. Yeah, now you gotta find... I mean, it sucks, obviously, for him. Well, yeah, because it was health related, but now you gotta find a new doctor that you trust. That gets you and understands where you're coming from. And that is always a pain in the ass. We all need a little bit of meth. There we go. We all need some meth to lean on. All right, I think we are done with Conquest. I like my pulmonologist. My pulmonologist is nice. I need to schedule an appointment with him as well. Okay, what do we got here? Dark side characters. Dark side healer. This can roll as 2 characters that I don't need because I already have a Dakakron. Protection up. I'll take protection up. I'd prefer a bulk cron, but I mean, I don't really need healers, but again, thank you. I already have a healer one. Or dark side. And I can't get more of that. No, not worth it. Not worth it at all. Okay. Let's just check on TB one more time and see where the guild is at. See how they are doing. Where's my calculator? 730 minus 677. We've got 53 there. Plus 730 minus 435. 348. Minus 299. So we are at negative 49. Oh boy. Don't like that because this is all because of preloads. The preloads brought us to a point. So we really... All right, we're going to see. I think we're still going to hit it without having to do the extra platoon. I am going to take a quick break. Then we are going to get into roster reviews. It looks like my entire thing over here reset, so I do need to set up those sources. We can do that. I'll do that during my break. So I will be back in about 2 minutes to play our favorite song.
Egnards is having a break and taking a roster reviews, talking to me that what pack sex should sell to you. Ooh, to you. To you.
Okay, we are back. We've played our song, everybody's favorite. We have, oh my God, the reviews have been going crazy lately, and I feel really bad because we get really far behind on them. And I know other people, they don't care, and they will be months and months and behind on their reviews. I really try my hardest to make sure that my reviews are no more than like a week or two behind. It seems like we're actually not doing bad in that regard, because this last one that we have here is from, oh, I have to switch this back over. Is it working? No, it's not. Come on. I need this to work. There we go. This one is from 11/16, right? So we are catching up a little bit, hopefully. We're at 142. Let's see what it looks like. We have Juno Bush, or Juno's Bush, who knows? Standard review, top 20 of your fleet, 1 Leviathan, a few profundities, rest as executors. Yes, I run our Discord server, so that's nice. We're on top of that. Our assault battles look pretty good. Mostly CT3s and CT1s, 0 on Fanatical Devotion. Duel of the Fates is R7. Saving mats for Relic 9, so that means, is it whiskey time? It is not whiskey. Sorry, it is water right now because it is 9 in the morning. Calm down. Come on, Henry. But saving mats for R9, so we are working on that. That is good. I do see the GP because it is right on my screen right now. It is 5 million, so that's early. You don't really need the R9 Duel of the Fates that early, but if you're willing to do it, it will pay dividends for you. You can't drink all day if you don't start in the morning. Listen, I got a long day ahead of me. I got brunch, and then my wife and I are setting up our Christmas decorations, and then me and Moonborn are going to be playing some Split Fiction. We'll be in the Tipsy Gungan streaming it if anyone wants to join and hang out. Where we generally are. It depends on if we will. Just finished BKM, trying to push up to 2.5 million raid score for guild. Relic Delta is helping. Relic Delta is helping the raid for people, which is good in that sense, in that very specific sense. I'm not sure if it's smart to R9 Tark and Scorch at this point, even if they will be good for a Darth Vader team. DVDE is that's a choice way to put that. Finishing up Zepho farm after. Given Relic Delta, I think it's smart to finish up passive income. So getting Peridia Pals. In my head, I read that as period pals, and that's funny to me. So getting Peridia Pals and Great Mothers Morgan to Relic 7. I'm not sure how to prioritize those versus getting Profundity, Leia Starkiller, Quimir unlock on 6-month timeline. Okay. Dead set on Jedi Knight Cal Kestis, raid and other farms, no. How highly do you value efficiency? Efficiency focused. Are there any favorite characters you want to prioritize? I love the idea of farming a Maz team with Sana and then getting Afro with Ig 90 and the 2 droid LSTs, but that's probably a pre-Hondo farm. Shards for important Proving Grounds characters. Maz, you're actually at 270, so you're closer than I thought you were for that. Leviathan, we're very far. Fury class 86, farming requirement ship shards, and plan to unlock Leviathan day 1. So when you say day 1, I'm assuming what you mean is day 1. Day 1 of when Fury class unlocks. Ezra is 150. All right, let's take a look. So we are at 5 million GP. Let's see where we are. I want to check out your raid history. You're doing about a 2.4. Your guild is doing 189. Okay, so 189. I want to just check the next raid box for you real quick. Order 66, 189. So the next box is the 245, right? And 245 divided by 50. So your guild kind of wants you to get to about a 5 million raid score if they want to get to the next box. Whether you care about that or not is kind of irrelevant, but we will look at your raid stuff just to kind of take a look, see if there's something we can do easily, especially with Delta. Raids, order 66, you have 304, realm 304, 304. And we do have a guild. It's called Eggs on Parade. It has a 1.5 million power differential, but we are letting in, we're kicking out people, and we are letting in people from here who are below 1.5. You just have to coordinate with an officer to set the stuff, but we can do that after, right? 4.9. Thank you, Ani. Grand Moff Tarkin. Scorch is R5. Okay, your assault battles. Pull up Discord again. Honestly, oh, and Sin can handle recruitment. And Sin, what I do is I set it to one end application, right? Just so that you know. Honestly, without the economy change, I'd say it wasn't worth it to get Tarkin and Scorch to R9. With the economy change, I think it's still viable. That doesn't mean you should specifically do it. We haven't really looked at the account yet to know if it makes sense for your account yet. Okay. Keller and Beck. All right, so you're doing probably about like 600 with Keller and Beck. Tarkin and Scorch are probably doing more than they were doing before. And then you're throwing in a bunch of junk teams, right? Like Hondo. Enfys would be another 300,000. I don't know if she's doing her 300,000 for you right now. What are these pirates looking like? Order 66, pirates, just pirates. All right. They are far. Morning, Con. I don't really like the idea of doing anything for the raid, if I'm completely honest. I don't like the idea of it right now. I'm going to tell you that if your guild is not strong arming you into a raid score of 5 million, maybe stay at that 2.4. And if Enfys is not currently doing a 300K solo, maybe getting Enfys up to relics to get that 300K solo. And that'll get you to around 2.8. But I really don't like the idea of pushing your raid right now. I will say you've got about 6 to 7 months more of the raid. So if they are strong arming you, I do think the cheapest thing on the relic materials that matter most to you. I know R9 materials, R8 materials, like they're tough to get. But the things that matter most to you, doing Tarkin and Scorch to R9 would be the cheapest way for you to do it. And the fastest way for you to do it. But I really do think that if you can avoid doing anything for the raid, try to avoid doing anything for the raid. If other people in your guild are doing it and your guild is not pushing you hard, Enfys is like the only thing that I would do right now. If they are, Tarkin and Scorch, I think, is still very viable. I love Duel of the Fates. I love the idea of Duel of the Fates. I told you, I don't think it's 100% necessary at where you are in the game right now, but they are a solid farm. It does look like you already did Padawan Obi-Wan in these 2 weeks. Oh, you did it. Awesome. Perfect. So you're already there with those. Jabba, Jedi Master Luke. Let's check our other farms out. Well, actually, let's check out. You're hitting in the top 10. Presumably because you are the leader of your Discord, you're hitting 1, 2, and this just happens to be where you are on Fleet Arena right now. Check this out. Weather right now, it's cold, but it's not snowing. It's supposed to snow today. It is supposed to snow, but it hasn't yet. Lord Vader's Far, Star Killer, Grand Inquisitor, Jabba Executor, Profundity, Cal. The hard thing with Afro right now is Ig90, we don't know how much of a step up Ig90 is going to be for an Afro team. And unless you completely wail on Ig90, you've still got 2.5 more months till the era is over. And then you've got another 4 to 5 months until that is farmable and farmed. So it's a far off goal for you to say, hey, I'm going for Ig90, and everything in an Afro journey is accelerated. So it's not necessarily something that you have to worry about. Finishing up Jedi Knight Cal. Bo-Katan we just did. Leia. Jar Jar we don't give a shit about. Ahsoka we are far off on. Balin. Okay. All right. Here's what I would do, man. I love the idea of passive income. I think passive income sets people up so damn well for the game and for being able to being able to build long term. So if it is something you are with, some players aren't, because they're like, oh, I want to perform really well in GC. I want to really perform really well here. And they think about the short term. They don't think about the long term. They just think about the right now and doing well right now. If it's something you're willing to do, building out that passive income could significantly benefit you a year from now, right? And I know that seems like a long time, but I've been playing this game almost 10 years at this point. So it comes down to, like, if you feel like you're going to be playing a year from now, you could really set yourself up really, really, really nice for trying to get yourself set up with everything in the passive income. So that means you already did Master Qui-Gon and Padawan Obi-Wan while waiting for this. I would make Leia, honestly, your primary farm, because you have Jedi Master Luke, right? Because you have Jabba. You're already in that ecosystem that I kind of talk about a lot on my streams. Getting Leia would really just help you overall in the game. But while you're working on Leia as your primary farm after finishing Jedi Knight Cal Kestis, because I know you're close and that's like a hard limit for you, I would also be working on relicking up a few things to build up those passives. So if your guild is really pushing raid score, that's R9, Scorch, and Tarkin. It'll be the easiest way for you to do that, even though Droid Brains and keypads are going to be a little bit on the tougher side, right? That'll be the fastest way when it comes to relic materials that matter for you specifically. Getting your Peridia Patrol up to, I would say at your level, honestly, Relic 5 minimum, Relic 7 maximum. Don't worry about the Relic 9 right now. I would probably really try to get your Inquisitors up so that they are doing at least CT1 of the Duel of the Fate, the Fanatical Devotion, at minimum CT1. So while you are doing Leia, you are working on slow farming your Inquisitors. You are working on finishing up Jedi Knight Cal Kestis. You are working on that raid team if you need to work on that raid team, if your guild is really pushing it. Or you're just doing Enfies to get another 300,000. That'll put you at about 2.7 to 2.8. Places of power. Let's check out what we're doing here. Okay. I mean, with an R7 Darth Malak, if you bring Traya to like Relic 5, you might be able to, with some mod switching because of Relic Delta, push CT3 of Places of Power. I would do Papa Palp lead, Darth Treya, Darth Malik will be your tank, Nihilus, and then probably Darth Revan. I cannot say for certain that that'll work because I'm not fully familiar with Relic Delta and how that is going to work. But that would probably be your best option. Inquisitor Lightspeed tokens are coming mid-January, so I will concede the point on Inquisitors, and I will say you guys are right. I really need to pull up. I think Nooch did a graphic on the Lightspeed tokens coming up. I don't have a graphic of myself. I love or hate Nooch. I don't give a shit what you think about him. The graphic is a nice one to keep in mind, and I really do need to pull those up on my stream to keep on top of those. So you can hold Inquisitors. That's very fair as for Fanatical Devotion, right? 100%. I will concede that. I will not concede Leia. I will not concede getting Duel of the Pretty Patrol to R5 to R7. Because you are already doing Leia, and because you have Jabba, and because you have JML, I do think you should do Profundity. Because that finishes up the foursome there. Someone's going to go, foursome. But you should finish that off and just let it sit in the background while your Executor is doing all of its lovely things. And, hey, a 5-star Profundity is going to do really nicely for you, even against Executors, as long as you have Rogue One. Places of Power is the only one. And then Secrets and Shadows. Secrets and Shadows, yeah, it's always Lady Geek. Secrets and Shadows is one of those things that does take a little bit higher. It looks like you're doing it with Phoenix. I don't know if it's worth going past CT1 with that, though, right now. Right? So I would hold that at CT1 right now. But that is kind of where your account is going at this point. Now, if you want to get fucking crazy, if you're like, hey, I'm willing to go really long term with this whole Relic Delta, I want to work on my my passive income. After you finish Leia, man, bite the fucking bullet and go hard into Ahsoka, because Ahsoka's R9 event, you literally just need Ahsoka. I know it's a lot of R9s. I know you need all of the Ahsoka variants at R9. But if you want to get nuts on passive income after Leia, gun for her. And then you'll have most of the things that you need, right? And you can fall in line with Leviathan after that as you get into finishing up Leviathan. But I will never tell somebody not to go after passive income, because I think it is a great way to set up an account, especially if you are not a major spender. Because sometimes with the really big spenders, you kind of skip certain things because you're like, oh, hey, I could just buy this thing, right? And it doesn't really matter as much. So if that works for those people, great. That's the way that I think you should go right now. Let's keep going. 158. Next one, GCDevil. Top 20, 13 Leviathans, 5 Executors, 2 Profundities. No coordination within the Shard. Hi, Brice. First time chatter. Welcome. And while you guys are here, don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to smash that button, right? As the YouTubers say. What do they say? They say, hey guys, like, comment, subscribe. Because everyone forgets to do that. And then they show up a week after week forgetting that they've done it. No coordination with the Shard. I'm going to tell you, look, I say this every single stream. Coordinating with your Shard is a really nice way to make your life easy. So even if you have to start the Shard chat, it makes everybody's life easier. Assault battles, Rebel round. Actually, it looks like we're good. Looks like we are good. Secrets of Shadow CT2, Duel of the Fates, and Pretty Patrol are both R7. Make that bell go blue. I don't even know what that means. Working on Bo-Katan and Relicking Inquisitors. Oh, and it is also Prime sub time, right? Prime subs are my favorite kinds of subs because you don't have to spend any money. Working on Bo-Katan and Relicking Inquisitors. As we pointed out, or as several people pointed out to me, keep in mind that the Inquisitor Lightspeed tokens are coming out in January. They include, is it Relic Zero and Zetas? Right, so that is something to keep in mind. You hate fleet farming RNG. I understand. Is this you, Breeze? Are you GCDevil? I understand fleet farming sucks because there's no accelerated version of fleet farming, but you have to stay on top of fleets. No, it's not, but you have to stay on top of fleets. You should always be farming a fleet. You should always be farming a ship until you are done farming all ships. Working on Bo-Katan, Relicking Inquisitors, 7-star R0 all Zetas. See, I knew it. I've recently acquired almost all the Conquest characters in the last 4 months, but haven't prioritized getting all of them up and running as I was finishing Leia. Most likely need a good amount of prep for Relic Delta. I'm at a point where I'm open to anything. Efficiency is more of a priority. I've already done most of the fun stuff. Proving Grounds will unlock Stranger Day 1. Luthen will be the only character left in Proving Grounds after December. I love Luthen. I really do. Caracol, be well, man. I really love Luthen, but his team, when you put him with Saw or you put him with Mon Mothma, I prefer with Mon Mothma. You do really have to invest in him. You have to put the Omicrons in. You have to put in a lot of mods. So I don't see him. Should I farm ships? It depends on, are you playing Swugga? Yes, that's exactly what it is. You should always be farming ships. I don't see him as a priority, but he's a really nice character to have when you have him. I'm going to say with your assault battles where they are, I'm surprised you don't have Inquisitors yet. I'm going to say around 8 million. So let's see. GCDevil is at, see, this scares me. 11.5 million and just doing BKM and just doing Inquisitors is a little bit scary. We do have Executor, which is also a little bit scary. Leia, Jabba, Sith, Supreme Leader, Jedi Master Luke, Rey. We're okay there. We have Profundity. We have Executor. Do we have Fury class? Fury class is not unlocked. Malgus is not unlocked. Now, you did say... Yeah, it's nice that I have an R9 Kyle Katarn. It's going to really pay dividends for me. You did say that after December, Luthen will be the only character left in Proving Grounds. So that tells me that Malgus and Fury class will be done after December Proving Grounds. So I'm running off of that assumption. Let's check out our raid score, raid history, doing about 3 million. Your guild is about 20 million away from that next box, which is kind of frustrating. I feel like the same thing that I said for Juno. If your guild is not strong arming you into doing another raid team, I'd try to hold off. I know it kind of sucks for them, but my job isn't to worry about them. My job is to worry about you. You say that you care about your efficiency. Your, where are they? Fucking, oh, because we're looking at Order 66 because I'm an idiot. Battle for Naboo. Your Padawan Obi-Wan and your Master Qui-Gon being at 7, Relic 7, tells me that that is a lie. I think that once you hit about 9 to 10 million, R9 Duel of the Fates is literally bare minimum. It is mandatory at that part of the game. Peridian Patrol R7 is fine. I think it should be R9, but I don't think it's mandatory to go to R9. Duel of the Fates is mandatory. And yes, I will bully everybody that I know into R9 Duel of the Fates. I literally do not give a shit. You should have Duel of the Fates at R9. Did we finish that Bo-Katan in these last 2 weeks? Bo-Katan looks like she has finished up. I want to check out those Inquisitors, see where they're at. Inquisitors, all right, so they were probably... That's the whole thing, though, Ani, right? Like, every guild is different. Some are more stringent than others. Some care more than others. I can't make that determination. My guild is very into the raid, and we're hitting max box. Okay, fairly close there. We have that. Ahsoka, we're $12.99 away from that. Hondo, we're 13 away from. Okay. All right. All right. Honestly, I think that you need to R9 your Duel of the Fates literally tomorrow. I think that you need to prepare yourself for Leviathan as soon as possible. The sooner you get it, the better. So if you're getting Malgus and Fury class after this Proving Grounds, start really gunning for Leviathan more than anything else. Fleets are just so damn important in this game, and having all of the fleets is so damn important. And being at 11.5 million is like... it should be happening. So I'd be prioritizing Leviathan as your main farm right now after Duel of the Fates R9. After that, you're pretty equally close to Ahsoka as you are to Hondo. Honestly, I would go after Ahsoka first. I would have said Hondo a month ago, 2 months ago, really. But I'm going to say Ahsoka now with the R9 tier of her new event. It is just an amazing, amazing, amazing event. And I think it is important that people get on that as soon as possible. She's going to be my next graphic. Like, do you have Ahsoka? So I think R9 Duel of the Fates. I think Leviathan. I think Ahsoka. That is your priority right now. That'll build out the ROI that you need. While you start working on Ahsoka, you can be slow farming kind of Hondo stuff just to make sure that you're close and ready for that around the time that you're done so that you can get Hondo and you can get your Smuggler's Run 3. But at the point of the game you're in, there's not much to go for, and I think that those are the important farms for you. Is Duel of the Fates worth refreshing, and if so, how many times? I think Duel of the Fates you can only refresh once. I can't remember. Pretty Patrol, I think, is twice. Duel of the Fates is once. One of them is twice. One of them is once for whatever fucking reason. 2 months ago, I would have said Duel of the Fates is worth refreshing at the R9 tier. Definitely every single time. I do not feel as limited by R9 material anymore. I feel like I'm more limited by R8 material at this point. So I think it really depends on your crystals. I used to refresh the R9 tier. I might stop refreshing the R9 tier to refresh the R8 tier because I feel impulse detectors and arrow magnifiers are just more limiting to me personally. But that's going to really get into my system of farming, which is fundamentally going to change with the advent of Relic Delta and the efficiency, the change to the economy that we have seen. What is the best PK Hondo 3v3 team? I have no fucking idea. I'm not a GAC guy. User bullies me into being a GAC guy for him, and we have been very successful on his account, getting him from Chromium to K2 in 2.5 months. But you know, the best way is to go into insights on Star Wars Galaxy Heroes.gg, right? And you can look at battles for 3v3 counters, and you can go to defense, Pirate King. And I think the best way is to just look at what other people are doing. And it looks like Captain Silvo and Vayne seems to be the most consistent 3v3 team for PK Hondo right now. That's how I do things, and I think that Star Wars Galaxy Heroes.gg should sponsor me and give me a free account so that I don't have to continuously steal Moonborn's account. Ooh, shouldn't have said that. Please, guys, I send business your way. But GCDevil, that is where I think you should be going with your account. Let's move on to Sniperwiper. Sniperwiper is some weird content creator that my nieces watched when they were younger. One of that slop shit that is like ridiculousness and just watching clips of shows. But hey, good on you if you get rich doing that. Sniperwiper 95. We're at 210. Good mix of Leviathans, Executors, and Profundities. Are you coordinating and talking with your fleet Discord? No. Assault battles. Mostly... Hex just got on the naughty list. Oh, no. Are you a Sniper Wolf fan? I don't know. I've never really watched her other than my nieces making me watch her, and it's just like shrill voice and watching clips of things and going, what? Oh, my God. What? And I just can't fucking do that. Oh, there you are. Hey, Herman. Rebel Roundup, CT1. These are all CT1, Plays of Power. Okay, so we have CT1 of everything except for Duel of the Fates right now, which is good. CT1 is most important. Currently working on Jabba and Poncho Bros. Then we'll go to Executor and Peridia Patrol, then JML to help with Conquest, or Leia just for general play and GAC. We'll also then get Jedi Knight Cal Kestis if I do JML. Want to relic a few random characters in between, like Revan and Jolie to get Malik, Sith Trio, and Savage. I'm also perma shard farming to catch up on some things. So Herman / Sniperwiper, this has a lot to do with my hierarchy of three. Well, that's Captain Amazing, right? His hierarchy of needs. This has to do with my 3 levels of farming, right? You have your primary, your secondary, and your tertiary farms. Right? Your primary farm is what you are relicking right now. Your secondary farm is what you are gearing right now. And your tertiary farm is what you are shard farming right now. So if you are playing catch up, you should always be shard farming something, because then you can slow farm shard farm, which is really, really nice to be able to do. So that sounds pretty good. Are you dead set in continuing the current farms? Not really. Any help is welcome. How highly do you value efficiency? A good balance of fun versus efficiency. Are there any favorite characters? No. Shards for important proving grounds character. Just the ones you think might be important to help me. Most are at 80. I have Queen Amidala at 120. Malicos at 133. I took about a year break and missed the Naboo raid completely. So the Naboo raid was a fever dream for you. So I'm a bit behind all the spenders, and so in my shard. Okay. I mean, I'm gonna say like 8 million on your account. 8 to 9 million is what I'm seeing. 5 million, not bad. If I guess higher than you are, that's always a good sign. Right? Let's take a look. 1 GL. All right. Okay. Ships. Do we have exec? It's been a few weeks. No executor yet. Let's see what we got here. Gear tracker. Leviathans, executors, and profundities. Executor, profundity. Where are we at on profundity? Dash Rendar is not there. You're pretty close on Jabba. Jabba is very, very close. Jabba, Poncho Brothers, Executor, Peridia Patrols. Okay. I am going to tell you right now that I think that in your current situation, it might make more sense for you to start slow farming Dash Rendar and go for Profundity instead of Executor. Because a 5-star Profundity can beat a 7-star Profundity. And a 5-star Profundity with Rogue One can auto an Executor. So I think that'll help you out a lot. And because you are going after Jabba, and because you want to go after JML, And because you're thinking about going for Leia, you are in this area where it's Jabba, JML, Leia, and Profundity. I know you're slightly behind on Profundity versus Executor, and that can kind of feel bad, but I think Profundity is a smarter move for you and for being able to move ahead and advance. Overall, however, what I would say is finish Jabba. Start slow farming your Dash Rendar. Right? Finish Jabba, start slow farming Dash Rendar. Get the Poncho Bros to Relic 7. Don't bring them to Relic 9 yet. Peridia Patrol, ignore for now. I don't normally tell people to ignore Peridia Patrol, but I think you should ignore Peridia Patrol for right now. As you are slow farming for Profundity and Dash Rendar and gearing that up, then yes, go after JML. Right? Go after JML. You're going to see some overlap with Mon Mothma over here, so that's really nice too, and that's going to help you out with your Profundity farm. I think that other than that, you have a really solid plan. Right? Jabba, Poncho Bros to 7, Profundity, JML, Jedi Knight Cal Kestis, Leia. Now, if you want to do random farms in between, you're saying, hey, 50% fun, 50% efficiency. I can't tell you what is fun for you, but you are always welcome to do fun farms in between. When I come up with a plan, first of all, nobody listens to me anyway. They all want my advice. They want me to say their name. They want to hear what I have to say. But really, all they want to do is come back to me in a week and say, I didn't listen to a damn thing that you said. That's kind of like a rite of passage here. Okay, so I think you are on a super good path right now. Just cut out the Executor and change it to Profundity because you'll be a little bit more future-proofed and it'll help you out a lot more in terms of your fleet farm, your ship farm, and moving ahead. Okay, so I think you are good there. I will. Oh, and your TIE Bomber is good too. Because I was gonna say for Profundity mirrors, TIE Bomber works really well as your first reinforcement because burning shuts off rebels assisting for like 2 turns, and then you use the burning special ability and you shut it off for like 2 more turns. So I think you're in a great place, man. Honestly, you are. Just shut out Executor for now. Do Profundity. After you do that whole hierarchy, those 4 farms, then maybe you revisit Executor just to kind of build it up in the background. If that all makes sense. Hopefully it does. Roster reviews. Egnards is having a break. He's taking a shit. Stuck into meathead with pack. Do you have any other questions though? I always feel weird when I tell people they're on the right path because then I'm like, I didn't really help you at all. Excellent. That's what I would do. I think you're on a good path. You are good to go. You don't have to worry about much other than that one switch, and I think that one switch will very, very significantly positively affect you. Set a rally there. All right, let's see what we got next, right? We got... Oh, good. We skipped ahead a couple of days. That actually makes me feel good because all of those were from 11/16, and that made me feel not so good. Before we do this next roster review, I do need to run the bot in TB, see how our guild is doing. I really think, honestly, man, that being at rank 71 right now, I would do profundity first as more important because you want to get fleet crystals, right? Fleet crystals more important than anything else, to be completely and 100% candid. I know, everyone needs to deploy their shit. And everyone's asking me if we're going to open Malachor. No, we're not going to fucking open Malachor because there's been so many goddamn mistakes this TP that I need all of the fucking shit to Vandor. Stop asking me these goddamn questions, people. Everybody's PMing me. Hey, can I do these? No, fucking, like, just let me live my life. Let me just do shit. Stop asking me stupid shit. And everybody, and it's like 7 people are asking me. Stop. I put out a plan for a reason. The plan is the plan for a reason. All right, let's move on. I don't know if it's Jaines or Jaines, but it makes me think of Firefly. Jane, the account we call Jane. He farmed profundity and he gave to the poor. Got his fleet crystals, but he wanted more. Our love for Jaines is hard to explain. The hero of Swugga, the man or woman they call Jaines. Okay, what do we got? 221, and you are here. So excellent. Let's see. Will the top 20 of your fleet arena look like most of the Leviathans, few executors, profundities? I always place top 20. Angry Egnards 7, not 6. Oh, don't start with that shit. Are you coordinating? I have tried to contact everyone in the top 20, but top 10, but no luck so far. Assault battles, they look mostly in order. R9 Duel of the Fates, finally. Somebody listens. R7 Peridia Patrol, love it. Currently trying to shore up gaps in my roster to bring important teams to R7 while slow farming Leviathan. Are you dead set on continuing? I want to overall improve my roster, but I'm not super set on which teams to do first. How highly do you value efficiency? I've mostly completed my fun farms. Happy to go with efficient. Are there any characters? I already have those characters. Nobody appreciates my Firefly song. Fine, fuck you guys. Shards for an important proving ground characters. Nah, most Conquest characters are either just unlocked or will be unlocked within 3 proving grounds, except for Malgus, who's at 191. Malgus 191, Ezra 129, DS Ray 169. Malgus being only at 191 hurts a little bit. Shards for came back to the game about a year ago now after the first 5 or 6 years on and off. I've recently farmed Jabba, working on his ult and Zeta's mods for the team, and bought the JMK bundle. So also sharding JMK. I'm currently slow farming Leviathan ship shards to prepare for the Malgus unlock. My inclination is to go for Bo-Katan after bringing my teams to R7 for the Rote mission, and then potentially GL Ahsoka. However, R9s are in short supply for me, and I think I should prioritize Leviathan over Ahsoka. You are correct. Leviathan is the way to go. Morning, Gurlnextdoor. I don't know if we're getting to your... Well, yeah, actually, yours is next, so we should be getting to that. However, R9s are in short supply, and I think I should prioritize Leviathan over Ahsoka. You are 100% correct. Leviathan is more important. That being said, if I get Ahsoka to R9, it will help with R9 mats. That's kind of the crux of this all, right, is choices. But I think that Leviathan is more important. I have Rey and Kylo basically ready to go because I bought Lightspeed bundles with some spare cash. They are sitting unutilized because I don't have the Zetas to spare, and I think shoring up other teams would be either better, especially with no real love for the characters outside of the game. And your Ezra's only at 129 right now. Also, no DS Ray for Kylo. By the time this review comes out, I'll probably have enough era tokens for a Chromium LSB, which I'm thinking about using on Ig to start working on Bo. Sorry for the essay. Oh, right. Let's see. 5 to 6 years on and off. We have a lot of ROI here. Jabba, I'm going to say about 7 million. Man, I've been off on all of my guesses today. You guys have all thrown me off, like, insanely. 9.5 million. You're hitting rank 16. That's nice that you're getting fleet crystals. Are you getting into the top? I always place top 20. I'd really love you to be in the top 10. definitely prioritize that Leviathan. It'll make your life easier. Boba Shrimp, raid tools, 3.5 million. All right, you're overperforming your guild in the raid. Leia, Lord Vader, JML, and Jabba. We are pretty far out on Leviathan, but definitely keep up on Leviathan to the point where you feel like the second you unlock Malgus and Fury class, that you will be able to get him. Bo-Katan, is your guild going after that? JMK bundle. So I'm going to probably talk about this in a video, but I'm going to tell you that with the economy change, here is my approach that I believe is going to work for me in terms of how I am going to handle relicking. I need to get my entire roster to Relic 7, right? But I am still hurting for flawed signal data. And I would love to get more things to R9 for TB. So right now, I am trying to bring up a lot of my backlog stuff to Relic 4, using materials that I don't really need as much, or they come really fast, so that I can build up flawed signal data, so that I can use that on the important things and bring things to R7, so that I can build up Relic 8 and Relic 9 material, so then I can go in and I can go to my Relic 9 characters, right? That's kind of what my goal is right now as a mostly end game player. You are in Zeta hell right now with having Kylo unlocked, but you're not able to do anything with him. Having Rey or close to unlocked, having Rey close to unlocked, not being able to do anything with her. JMK, I'm assuming you just unlocked, and I don't even know if you applied all of those Zetas yet, but you probably can't do anything with this character much right now because that is a very Zeta intensive team, which is a struggle. It's tough. I would say right now, while you are working on backlogs of Zetas, because I do think it's worth it to get Kylo. Rey without a strong Ben and without an Ezra is not super important. But I think Kylo without DS Rey still functions fairly close to where a Kylo Ren team should function. A Kylo Ren team without DS Rey is still a Swiss Army knife, just not as good of a Swiss Army knife. So I still think I would unlock Kylo. If your guild is saying BKM is a guild journey right now, you have to go for BKM. That's just kind of how it should work. Leviathan is definitely more important than Ahsoka right now. This is a good time while you are working on Zetas, because you're going to need Zetas for BKM's team. You're going to need Zetas for JMK's team. You're going to need Zetas for the Kylo team that I'm strong-arming you into getting. This is a good time to start working, like you kind of said you want to do, on getting some of your lower relic teams that need to be Zeta, relic Delta proofed to a point where they are relic Delta proofed, right? So teams that already have Zetas. So let's just take a look here. Atreya team. I would try to get Atreya team, right? Oh, Sabaj. I would try to get a Atreya team to a minimum of relic 5. But honestly, I am finding that when it comes to Quadme, Relic 5 is having a hard time getting through the summon. And we really want to be able to get through that summon. So I just recently took Treya and Savage to Relic 7 so that I can more easily get through the summon, so that I don't have to waste an Annihilate there, because then I have a problem with my Annihilate and I'll never be able to Annihilate Quadme. Right, so that is a good team that you already kind of have where they need to be, but getting them relic higher is going to significantly and positively help you. Inquisitors, you have Grand Inquisitor. You have Grand Inquisitor. You don't have Third Sister yet. Inquisitors are like a B+ team without Third Sister, but they're another team that it seems like, well, you have at least Seventh Sister, so I'm assuming you're going to need some Zetas here, right? But it seems like this is another team that you could start bringing up to Relic 7 so that you can help your guild and you can get the journey on Tatooine, so you can start working toward Third Sister. And that one shard will, it won't significantly help, but it's a team where you already have a bunch of Zetas. Just wait for the, Eighth Brother and Fifth Brother. Wait for their Lightspeed token. You get their Zetas free. You really only have to Zeta Grand Inquisitor. Because I'm assuming there's no Grand Inquisitor one. That would be, well, there were a few for a few journeys. Let's find out. Here they are. 8th, 9th, 5th, 7th, 2nd, Empire. Okay, so there is none for Grand Inquisitor. I couldn't play Arkham Origins. Is that the third one? I got so annoyed with the driving the Batmobile. You have Lord Vader, right? No, you don't. That Lord Vader was the last guy. So never mind. Ignore Lord Vader. Finishing up your Boba team to at least Relic 7, right? So that's an important one. Hey, Shadow. Good morning. Welcome back to Brunch. The GOAT is here. I would bring up your stuff for your Jabba team. You already have a functional Jabba team. You're going to need to get some, these Zetas here, but that's another team where you can get some relics to get them a little bit more proofed, right? Because you're going to be close to Jabba, if I remember correctly, unless I'm mixing things up. No, I'm not mixing things up, yeah. No, you do have Lord Vader. Why wasn't it showing before? The fuck? Trying to make me look bad. You do. Okay, so I would be rounding out your clones, right? Rounding out your clones to at least Relic 7 to kind of future-proof yourself here. I would be rounding out your Hawk Cartel team while you're working on all of these Zetas, and it is a backlog of Zetas. These are the teams that I'd be bringing to R7, right? So Skiff is really the only one here that you need to be bringing to R7. Rebels, let's see, Drogon here, that's good. Captain Rex is good. Your Rebels are fine. Oh man, that's okay, buddy. December, it'll be a holiday one. Any other R5 teams? The Treya team we already talked about. You have Starkiller. Don't have Starkiller. Okay, so here's the thing. Your priority right now is BKM. Your priority right now is getting Leviathan, right? Your goal right now when it comes to shard farming, like slow farming something right now, have all of this stuff outside of Leviathan. Ahsoka is not a bad idea for, actually, you can use tokens on like Padawan Sabine, so you don't have to worry about that. Your shard farming, I don't give a shit where your shard farming is right now. But your goal right now is Leviathan, unlocking Kylo, burning through all of the Zetas that you need to burn through for all of these teams, and just bringing all of these things that we've talked about to Relic 5 to 7. Relic 5 for Treya maybe right now, but still Relic 7 would help it. Your clones, your Hawk Cartel, I think there was your Inquisitors to Relic 7. Just work through that right now over the next 3 to 4 months. and that'll significantly help you. You're not in a bad place. You're just playing catch up on Zetas, and Zetas are terrible. Yes. Yes, you have to work on the things that are not as limiting to you right now, which is going to be your R5 to R7, because you need to just go Zeta after Zeta after Zeta right now. That is your priority. Oh my God. Okay. We are going to do, I think, one more for today. And then I think we have time to do egg draws today. I think we've got egg draw time. Fuck Zetas. Well, if you want to fuck Zetas, why don't you marry them? Yeah, I think we're gonna do one more for today. So let us see. We are here, and we have Gurlnextdoor, who just popped in too. So let's check this out. If she is still here, say 2:30. We're gonna say 2:36 and stall for 30 seconds, because I like to just type in zeros. Typing in zeros makes my life easier. Ooh, finished all my dailies there. Nice. Yes, I know. Egg draws. Everybody loves egg draws, right? So we gotta do egg draws. Everybody, you guys come up with like the most insane shit. Egg draws is supposed to just be me drawing a Star Wars character, not draw Jar Jar Binks hanging from a tree and swinging from a branch while tickling the balls of Dexter Jetster. Like, I can't fucking do that shit. Ah, man. Dude, it's like 8 in the morning for you. Go to the fuck to sleep. All right, so we get Gurlnextdoor. It's 2:36.00. Can get top 20 in fleets if I try. Usually 22 to 26. CT3, except Fanatical Devotion. I don't think I finished CT3 pre-Relic Delta, pre-Relic changes. I don't think I did R9 for my zombie troopers. What are you currently working on? Zombros. Getting a high-scoring raid team. Oh my God. Egg draws is great. Working on Geo Hondo for the raid. I kind of started Ahsoka, but switched to Pirates to help with the raid. I have thoughts on where to go from there, but I'd like to hear what you suggest. I have thoughts on where to go. Are you dead set? I really want to help more in Guild. Guild raid. How highly do you value efficiency? Efficiency is better. Are there any favorite characters? No. Shards for any proving ground characters. I don't have Maz or the Stranger. I think I have everyone else. Do you want me to hold off until you're available? I normally watch later, but you can pay me. Well, voices for the members anyway, but yeah. Note, I have played for many years and don't really participate with mod. Oh, no. Oh, Gurlnextdoor. Oh, I don't really participate in mods. Oh, God. Oh, mods are, I know they suck. Mods are the worst, but they're so important. No Star Killer, Akbar, Profundity. Oh, man. Playing for years. Okay, I'm going to guess 11.5 million. I'm guessing 11.5 million here. Let's check it out. Oh my God, right on the money. 11.554 millions. Oh, good. I predict a mod score of 0.45. We could check. Let's play what is the mod score? We could check. Let's play what is the mod score. And I don't normally check mod scores. But when you tell me I don't participate in mod scores, I don't participate in mods, that hurts my face. All right, so your mod score for Gurlnextdoor, actually not as terrible as Vanced. Okay, so our mod score is Omega score of 3.45. That is bad, but we have seen worse. We have seen way worse. We can fix this. Gurlnextdoor, we can do this together. We can do it. Oh, we can. I'm excited. Let's fucking go. That's not as bad as I thought it would be. Oh, Berm. Look at Berm with 10 people dropping by. Hey, Berm. Hey, buddy. Let's check this out. Collection, Leia, Jedi Master Luke, Jabba the Hutt, Supreme Leader Kylo Ren, Jedi Master Kenobi, Rey, Sith Eternal. So we have a lot of these guys. All right, you know what? Before we actually even do this, let's pop it back into game. Okay, so we're going to turn this off for a second. I have a video, and that video is specifically on mod filters. So if you Google, or if you go into YouTube, Egnards mod filters, it'll show up. And I think it's an important video because it is a lazy man's or woman's mod filtering guide to make your life as easy as possible. Use mod filters. My mod filters, there are a few niche mods that it deletes, very niche mods that it deletes that like some people might want. Like it's very rare, but like an offense triangle with health primary is super rare that you need it, but every once in a while. Mine delete that because I feel like when I need it, I'll look for it. But for the most part, set up mod filters to do all of the work for you, right? This will not give you everything because there is stuff down here, but we talk about it in the video as well. Set up the mod filters, go through a speed check. I look at my speeds. I see if there's anything I feel like is useful. So let's say this tenacity offense square, right? All right, so I'm going to go tenacity, square, all, speed, sort, and I'm going to look through my roster for anybody that has a tenacity square. And I am going to see, where is that 14? That 14 is down here. And I'm going to see if there's anybody that I can upgrade with this square. Now, I could do Imperial Super Commando, but it's only one speed, and that one speed is probably not making a difference. So I am probably going to take that tenacity square, and I am probably going to throw that on Old Wrecker right here, right? And I am going to upgrade him. And that is a great way to downline your mods. So what I was saying to user yesterday, one of my members in a private chat, but not like really like a private need. But I was saying the most important thing for you is always to get the correct primaries on a character. Because then you can go through and you can downline things so easily because you will always have that correct primary need. Right? Does that not change my speed? Why doesn't that change my speed? Right? Because if I revert this... Oh, is it the other record? No. Why did it have a 10? Did I mess that up? Only unassigned mods. Speed. Oh, I guess I did that incorrectly. And these guys, Super Commando is the only one that needs that. Okay. So I can go to Super Commando, but I'll do that later. But I downline my mods to make sure that I can easily find what needs help. Okay. And I just go to .gg and .gg, listen, some people are like, .gg is not always right. I know that, but it tells you what most people are using. And if you are not a mod person, it is a super easy way to get some viability out of your mods. Okay, so that's what we need to do. And you have Java already, so you already have Smuggler's Run 2, which is really nice. Fanatical Devotion is not at CT3 yet. That's not super important at CT3. You don't have R9 Zombros. Where are our Zombros? Just so we get an idea. Our Zombros are at 7, which is okay. Shadow, it's not an important team, man. I understand. I agree with you. It is not a perfect mod, but it's Bad Batch. And Bad Batch are not a team that I'm using consistently. The more important the team, the more I care about the secondaries. They're at R7 right now. I think that that's okay. Where you are at 11.5 million, I do strongly recommend bringing them to R9. Right? Very, very, very strongly. Let's see. Ships. We have all of our ships. You're usually 22 to 26. Why? Why are you not fleet climbing? with a full Leviathan. I know maybe you don't have time, right? I know that, but listen, Leviathan, for your fleet climb, don't put Sith Fighter in the opening lineup. Put Dagger in the opening lineup. Put Sith Fighter, Mark 6, and Scimitar in here. Now, when you do your fleet climb, if you go first, just hit auto. You'll win. If you are going second, get all the way until your first reinforcement. Call Scimitar to speed up your capital ship, then hit auto. It'll make your life so easy, and it'll make doing the fleet climb so much easier for you. Because I hate doing those battles, but when I can just pull out my phone, do something super, super, super quick, and then I can hit auto and walk away, it makes the fleet climb so much easier. Now, I'm assuming that you have like all of the upgrades, right? So as long as you have all of the upgrades on the ship, yes, that'll work. That'll do it. It make like my yeah, it's so easy. My fleet climb is like right after work. And what I do is as I'm leaving work, I start a fleet battle. And I just let it run while I'm driving. I don't even look at I'm not looking at my phone. I just let it run in my dashboard. I get home, and then before I get into the house, I start another fleet climb, another fleet battle. I put my phone in my hoodie. I go inside. I say hi to my wife. I change because I'm in gi pants, right? And I don't want to get my gi pants dirty. And then I'm done. My fleet climb is done. If I need a third battle, I do it while we're eating dinner, watching TV, and again, on auto. Super easy. What do I consider a good mod score? Honestly, let's see what my mod score is right now, which is probably not great. Okay, so the Leviathan mirror is so nice. So my Omega score is a 10.9. My top 110 mod score is 22.9. Honestly, I think a decent mediocre score is like an 8 to a 10. I know my mod score is not amazing, but I think if you're an 8 to a 10, you can do most things. Do you want a better mod score to get into Kyber 1, Kyber 2? Certainly, you 100% want to. Absolutely. But I think if your mod score is somewhere between 8, like 7, 8, 10, you're in a pretty good area. Yeah, mod scores, certain GPs and average. That's interesting. I've never even thought to do that. But now that we have covered the basics, Gurlnextdoor, I think a lot of the change here is just like literally the little things, right? And I think that that's going to change your gameplay overall. You are doing a 3.3 raid score. Your guild is at 1.4 million. 140 million. So honestly, your guild, you're doing about what your guild needs you to do. Right? They might decide to push for the 245 box, but you alone are not getting that. You alone are not helping your guild there. You are doing what your guild is asking of you. Let's see. You're not actually far off from Hondo, though. I thought you were going to be way further from Hondo, and I was going to be like, don't even bother. But you're not far off. Let's see what we're missing. We're missing Lord Vader. Okay, we're not terribly far off, but we're missing Starkiller, which is actually crazy to me. We're missing Profundity. I always think it's always important to have all of your fleets. You're missing Jedi Master Mace Windu, who's literally irrelevant. Nobody cares. You're missing Ahsoka and Hondo. Okay. Starkiller, as long as you are going to unlock Quimir in 3 conquests, I think Star Killer is important. Right? This is the second one. So as long as you're going to unlock the Stranger, Sexy Vexy as a character in the next 2 months, I think you should prioritize Star Killer. You won't have the perfect team without Spider Legs Maul, but I think you'll still have a very good team. And you're going to want that. Right? So I definitely think prioritize Star Killer here. And it should really be fast. Right? This is not so bad. Mace sucks. Fuck you. This is the only thing we don't agree on, Shadow. I will fight you. I love you and everything else, but Mace sucks. And Star Killer is going to be so much better with Quimir. You're a terrible Conquest player, so probably not unlocking. Okay, if you're not unlocking, Star Killer is not going to be as important. But Gurlnextdoor, I implore you. I seriously implore you. This is what it sounds like. It sounds like you are somebody who is pretty good at the game, but there's like little base level things you don't understand. And that's okay. There's a lot of people in that position. We have taught you how to fix mods already today. We have taught you how to fix your fleet climb already today. We have a Conquest section on our Discord where we have this guy Khazgul who, like, his literal kink is to help people get through Conquest. There is nothing that gets him rock harder than getting someone through Conquest for free. Go into the Conquest chat. It's called Conquest Feats and Self-Loathing. At Khazgul and say, hey, can you help me? And he would love nothing more than to get you through Conquest. And you'll be like, wow, I haven't thought of all of these things. So a lot of what you're doing on farming is fine. You just have to learn the efficiency part of it, right? So perfect. If you're not unlocking Quimir, ignore Star Killer for right now. Finish Hondo, right? Finish Hondo because you're close enough to Hondo. Finish Hondo. I would... I would finish Hondo, then finish Profundity so that you can 5-star Profundity. And then just let it level up on its own. And then I would finish Ahsoka. That's what I would do farming-wise. But everything else that has been done for you today, please listen to it. Because in 3 months, you're going to be tagging me and being like, fuck you, Egnards. You have made me a try-hard player now because I have just unlocked everything. Shadow, again, you're thinking in the moment. You got to think about the Quimir team. You got to think about Sexy Vexy as a character, right? You have to think about the future. You have to think about what is coming. And what is coming is me. What is coming is an increased Star Killer team. You have 3 Omicrons on Star Killer. You have 3 Omicrons on the Stranger. That's what I would do, Gurlnextdoor. I hope that helped, right? Hondo, Profundity, Ahsoka. But seriously, the other stuff is going to be more important. Have they fixed the SK journey? They have. They have patched in all of the character stuff for the characters that that were having issues. Do you have any other questions for me? I love autoing too. Efficiency, I tell this to my karate students. Efficiency is just smart laziness. Efficiency is understanding you want to be lazy, but doing it in a smart way. That is what efficiency is, right? So it's okay to want to be efficient. Arena, don't give a shit about Arena. Nobody cares about Arena. Arena is dumb. Play it. I leave and join every time. That team is, the future is that team getting one shot by JMK. Maybe. I don't know. But you remember, you're using it. If you're using it on offense, it doesn't matter. I don't think they're going to be a defensive team. I think they're actually going to be a really shitty defensive team. They're going to be an offense team. Fuck Arena. Nobody cares about Arena. Do those things I told you. 3 months, you're gonna be changed. You're gonna be like, damn, this is awesome. Now, don't worry about GAC. Right now, worry about shoring up your other stuff. Worry about shoring up your other stuff. It is going to build out everything for you. It's going to help you with your mods. It is going to help you with your fleet income. The GAC, that'll come as you, because you're going to learn all these little tricks. You're going to learn these tricks from Cosgul. You're going to learn these tricks from me. You're going to start building and picking up on these little things, and it's going to help you with Grand Arena. Let Grand Arena be the secondary thing right now. Seriously, let Grand Arena be secondary right now. And I don't say that to a lot of people. Learn the other thing. Grand Arena will come. All right. It is time for everybody's Xander's, only Xander's favorite segment of the day before we leave. EgDraws. EgDraws, for those of you who have never done or seen EgDraws, is where I attempt to draw a Star Wars character, right? Using only paint and using only a reference picture. Paint and a reference picture. It never looks good. That does not matter. What matters is that I attempt it. ROTE, don't even worry about that stuff. Honestly, do not worry about that stuff. Seer and Cal Team, I use a different strategy, I think, than most people. After I kill the first guy, I just always use the armor shred move so that I can start the second phase with the defense move to get more bonus protection. And there are plenty of guide videos. Look at a guide video and you will have it. Knights of Knee, I will tell you that next week there is no TB. So roster reviews will be starting sooner regardless. Okay. So let's move into EgDraws, and I need some ideas for EgDraws while our intro segment is running.
He sought inspiration from mankind's truest arts. Armed with trusty MS Paint, combined the greatest parts. He traveled all the world, went to Japan, France, and Spain. So when the light hits up his screen, we're asking once again, is it a masterpiece that's coming? Is it truly art refined? Or is it just the digital equivalent of shit we find? Oh, Egnards draws. He'll work tirelessly and diligent throughout all of the day. Oh, Egnards draws. Egnards draws. Is that Vader on the screen or just a melted tray? Egnards draws.
All right, I don't see any ideas here. Awesome, Fred. Have you done Cobb Vanth yet? He should be in the game. You could forward the art to Mead so he could lobby for it at CG. Let's see, because I feel like Cobb Vanth, you know, as a human, I feel like Cobb Vanth is going to end up looking a lot like Pirate King Jude Law. I feel like they're going to look very, very similar if we do Cobb Vanth. And of course, for those of you who haven't seen these before, my favorite would be The Stranger. Or, actually, I really like Darth Terrence. Darth Terrence was a really solid one. Give me some more ideas, because Cobb Vanth, as a human, I just think it's going to look so similar. I like the idea of the Pirate ATST. I do like the idea of the Pirate ATST. I think we're going to go with Pirate ATST. I very much like the idea of Pirate ATST, so let's do that. I think the game is going to be my reference point. Oh, but I can't even, actually, it's on the top of my screen right now. And then Sin took Darth Terrence and turned it into a 3D rendered drawing with AI, and that was super solid. Pirate ATST Images. I think I like this image better than the in-game image. See if I can get it bigger. Okay, let's try it. Let's see if we can do it. We are going to do like a beige, sandy background right there. Oh, Buddy Cop Chewbacca is next week. Remind me, Xander. 3D Terrence is on Discord. Ping someone. Someone will find it. 3D Terrence is awesome. Okay, so we need to draw a square. A rectangle square kind of thing. Let's do it a little bit higher up. And then the square has a little bit of a chin. I wish I could rotate this. Oh, I can. Okay, can I can't rotate it like less or like not on 45-degree angles. It's not helpful. Okay, let's maybe just draw lines then. Something that is about this size. And we're going to make that gray. We give him 2 red eyes. But the red eyes, they're not exactly square. Doesn't really have any depth to him yet. I really need to give this guy some depth. So let's do like a darker gray. Going from like... No, I don't like this one. I think I need to draw the whole box again. So let's do light gray. And let's go over, down, across. I think we have to do this head on. I think head on is the way to go. Because this is not, I can't do fucking perspective. So let's do head on. Let's go. See if I can find a better head on picture. Come on, head on pirate. Pirate ATST. Star Wars. Oh, I guess I could pause this YouTube video. Okay, we could do it that way. So let's do this, and let's go like that, and like that, and like that. Okay, and then this is gonna go backwards. And this is going through. This is a little bit more head on. And we are going to go even lighter here. Nope. We're going to go light there. We're going to go dark with these two. We're going to give him his 2 red eyes. There's like this brownish gray box. So let's see if we can find a brownish gray. Well, actually, the box itself is just like dark. So let's go a little lighter here. We are making art again. Sin, can you tag Knights of Knee on Discord with the 3D Terrence picture? All right. Now we need to go very light with like this cyan like kind of color. And a little bit more here. And there's like that brown gray. It's got to be a little bit darker. Let's give it some sprinkling. This side has some of this too, but it's darker because of the shadows. Everything is better with sprinkles. I agree with your 3-year-old. We got to draw even darker up top. One of these like circle compartment things. And there's some kind of like thing here that goes out. And there's one on this side that's a little lighter. Go with that dark gray again. Okay, we're going to extend this out so we can make sure we can get this gun in here. We're going to go with the darker one. Nope, too big. He's got some cannons over here too. Yes, I know what they look like. Shut up. No one said I was an artist. Okay. Let's see. I'm going to go with this darker one. Go a little... Oh, no, actually, we want to go even darker here. Go a little bit up. Got to give him his, like, badunkadunk. Go lighter. And then we're going to the legs, right? So we're almost done here. We're going to expand this picture down. I know I'm zoomed in. I know you can't see everything. Let's do this again. Okay. Now we're going to go this middle one. And there's a lot of like red in here, like a dark red. Some red down here by the kneecaps. Some red down here. I wish I could just move this leg over. I don't want to like start all over again. Is this art for the new Meathead kit reveal? I wish. Get some circles in here. There's some fucking circles. Just like, oh, that's the wrong. Okay, we got to go a little bit darker. Slightly darker. No, actually, oh shit. No, even darker. Gotta go darker. Oh, god damn it. I was hoping no one would notice the net grid thing. Fuck. Do you know how hard that's gonna be? Oh, fuck. All right, hold on. You're right. There is a net grid thing. Nope, it's got to be darker. You can't really see it on the other side. So I'm going to say, screw you. We're not doing it. It's in my jeans. All right. I feel like I got to draw the Colosseum in the backwards, right? In the background. So let's go with like a lighter. Let's go with a darker sandy color. Oh, god damn it. All right, and let's go with the lighter sandy color. And this should be about as big as it needs to be. And then we go a little bit darker here, right? Draw a black line down here. And fuck. Okay. And listen, I know that there is more to this background, but I don't fucking care. The background is not supposed to be the highlight. That's it. That is our at ATST. We have done it once again. We have the pirate ATST that looks more red on my screen, but I'm looking at a much darker YouTube video as my source. I don't care. That is the pirate ATST as far as I am concerned. We did awesome. We did amazing. We are done for the day. I think it looks great. We are going to raid out to Womp Rat. We're going to say a hi to him real quick. And I hope everybody enjoys the rest of their day. And once again, two things. One, we still have our charity game going on. You can find it on our Discord. All money goes to Child's Play. Even if you literally just install it and play it for 10 minutes, that's $6 to charity. But we're having fun playing a shitty game, right? And number two, I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your day. Oh, and number three, Broncos are playing tonight at 8:20. So please have me in your thoughts so my Broncos can win. But guys, peace out. Have a great rest of your day.